We run away to get us up when we're low. Just chase the waves, we'll make it up as we go. If you're heavy, I'll show you where to go. Won't you set free? Behind the town for low, we run away to get us up when we're low. Oh, even if I lose my ground, I won't let it hold me down.
Once the Wine Spectator recognized us as one of the top wines of, I think it was 2001, they listed our 97 in the #2 spot of the world.
Wow.
Yeah, that pushed us into the limelight quite abruptly, and we ran out of wine. And I think it was like after we had almost sold out, that release came out. The placeholder, we can give you next vintage,
right.
And that was also really well reviewed. So
wow.
We had kind of two years in a row where we were getting this national recognition. And here's a woman from Argentina, didn't have a professional winemaking degree. She had a business degree and philosophy degree, who was, just kind of climbing the ranks of winemakers and cult status. So that was really, for me, watching that, I didn't understand it as much. I was a teenager, but I definitely could see, like, wow, she's really making her mark, and this is a pleasure to see my mom succeed like that.
I've been asked many times about what role gender plays in succeeding as an entrepreneur and as a winemaker, as a vintner. Really, I said, for somebody born in the United States, they may exist the possibility of a glass ceiling. I wasn't born here. For me, it was never presented. Never even entered my mind. So, coming with that perspective, some call it a handicap, I call it an advantage. Since it never entered my mind, there was anything for me to have to, any barrier for me to achieve, other than hard work.
You come up here, like, how do you even find this place?
Serendipity has played a large role in my life.
There's still a majority of male winemakers, and she definitely kind of opened the path and showed women that it was possible for her to succeed. So, there was times where she would make decisions and people were like, you don't know what you're talking about, I mean, even when we were initially planting the vineyard, she wanted to plant up and down the hillside, and they're like, where's this coming from? We always plant terracing. I mean, it's a 32 to 35% grid, so it's extremely difficult to farm, and everything's rocky, so it's not as easy as plowing. You have to do everything by hand with shovels, and just very, very challenging. I mean, everything you do takes twice as long, if not 3 times as long, on this property.
So do you consider yourself a farmer first or a winemaker first?
Farmer first.
Farmer first.
It's something my mom did from the very first release. She did 40% Cabernet Franc, and that was one of those things that the old boys club said, why are you diluting my Cabernet Sauvignon with this lesser quality, inferior varietal? And she's always kind of stuck to her guns and said, Cabernet Franc has a place. It's an elegant, beautiful, just wine full of personality, and I've learned to love Cabernet Franc, and it's challenging to farm, so it's not my favorite in the vineyard, but actually when you get it right, it just sings.
The main goal of our winemaking really is to express the beauty that is right behind me. There is a vineyard here that it receives an incredible amount of sunlight in the summertime, and we get these beautiful little blueberry-sized grapes. Everything that is going into it is all the TLC over the course of 2, maybe 3 years that goes into each bottle of wine here. My mom raised us here, and we grew up on the property because this was a way she could work from home.
What do you think she's done for women in the industry, in your opinion?
Oh, that's a great question. So she has a lot of people who she has mentored, kind of helped kind of foster relationships and networking within the industry for other women. There were winemakers at the time, but nobody had really established from scratch their own winery. So this was a big deal, and I think that because she did it, a lot of women looked up to her and could see that, hey, it's possible.
We run away, so get us up when we're low. Just chase the way